What grade would you give your English vocabulary? If you know the 21 verbs I'm about to ask you, you've earned an A+ in my book. Thanks for joining me. Ready for the challenge? As always, we'll start with some easier words and gradually increase the difficulty. Stick around to get your grade at the end. All right, are you ready to dive in? Here's verb number 1. Verb number 1, to flourish. Does it mean to grow, to die, or to hide? To flourish is to grow or develop in a healthy way. For example, Paul's business began to flourish after he posted some local ads. Verb number 2, to veer. Does it mean to stop and rest, to change direction suddenly, or to slice through something? If you're veering, you're suddenly changing direction. The driver veered to avoid hitting the oncoming car. Verb number 3, to assume. Does it mean to make a fool of oneself, to refuse an offering, or to suppose something without evidence? To assume is to suppose something is true without evidence or proof. I assumed you'd bring your own lunch, so I didn't make an extra sandwich. Verb number 4, to flaunt. Does it mean to shut down, to show off, or to shake out? To flaunt is to show something off in an obvious way. Anna loves flaunting her wealth on social media. Verb number 5, to skimp or to skimp on. Does it mean to abandon a pet, to speak generally, or to use less than one should? To skimp on something means to use or provide less of it than needed. Don't skimp on sleep if you want to stay healthy and energetic. Verb number 6, to glimpse. Does it mean to transform, to see something briefly, or to ignore a call for help? To glimpse is to catch sight of something briefly. We glimpsed a few shooting stars on our camping trip. Verb number 7, to pamper. Does it mean to give special treatment, to overlook a mistake, or to inspire action? To pamper is to give special care or comfort. Faye enjoys pampering herself with a spa day every once in a while. Great job! That's the end of round 1. Are you still on track for that A+? I hope so. Now, let's make things a little more challenging. Here's verb number 8. Verb number 8, to heed. Does it mean to pay attention, to misunderstand, or to deceive? To heed means to pay careful attention, especially to advice or a warning. Samia didn't heed the weather alert and got caught in the storm. Verb number 9, to decipher. Does it mean to erase and remove, to divide and conquer, or to interpret and understand? To decipher something is to figure out its meaning. It took researchers weeks to decipher the ancient script. Verb number 10, to oust. Does it mean to remove someone from power, to praise someone insincerely, or to battle on horseback? To oust someone is to force them out of power. The university dean was ousted after his misdeeds were exposed. Verb number 11, to atone. Does it mean to repeat a mistake, to make amends, or to avoid responsibility? To atone is to make amends for a mistake. Jack sought to atone for the harm he had caused his community. Verb number 12, to forfeit. Does it mean to give up or lose something, to receive or earn something, or to protect something? To forfeit is to lose or give something up. The team had to forfeit the game because they didn't have enough players. Verb number 13, to eke, or to eke out. Does it mean to abandon a project, to scream in frustration, or to do something with difficulty? To eke something out is to achieve or do it with great difficulty. The family eked out a living on a small plot of land. Verb number 14, to chafe. Does it mean to inundate, to irritate, or to acclimate? To chafe means to cause irritation or soreness, often by rubbing. The collar of Mac's shirt chafed his neck and left a red welt. You're 2/3 of the way through. Awesome work! Ready for some really tricky verbs? Let's dive in and see how you do. Here's verb number 15. Verb number 15, to cajole. Does it mean to criticize, to refuse, or to persuade? To cajole someone means to gently persuade them to do something, often using flattery. For example, Jessie tried to cajole her friend into going to the party. Verb number 16, to seethe. Does it mean to feel boiling anger, to feel lasting calm, or to feel fleeting happiness? To seethe is to feel intense anger or agitation. After the argument, Paul sat quietly, but it was clear he was seething inside. Verb number 17, to lampoon. Does it mean to ridicule, to refute, or to extol? To lampoon someone means to ridicule or criticize them comically. Shows like Saturday Night Live are famous for lampooning politicians. Verb number 18, to filch. Does it mean to drop something, to steal something, or to plant something? To filch means to steal something, usually in a casual or sneaky way. The boy filched a candy bar from the shelf when no one was watching. Verb number 19, to foment. Does it mean to decompose, to purport, or to incite? To foment means to incite or stir up trouble. Authorities accused the defendant of fomenting violence during the protests. Verb number 20, to bequeath. Does it mean to resell stolen goods, to pass on assets after death, or to marry into royalty? To bequeath means to pass on one's assets after death, often through a will. Much to her children's surprise, the wealthy widow bequeathed her entire estate to the butler. Verb number 21, to atrophy. Does it mean to win against the odds, to become flexible and agile, or to weaken and waste away? If something atrophies, it weakens or wastes away over time. After months of inactivity, Jess's muscles started to atrophy. And that's it. You've completed the quiz. Fantastic job. So, how did you do? Here's how to assess your score. And remember, don't worry if your score isn't where you want it to be. Growing your vocabulary takes time and effort, but with consistent practice, you'll keep improving every day. If you enjoyed this quiz, leave a comment to let me know. As always, thanks for watching. Best of luck with your studies and take care.